Hello again. Second stream for the day because my friend Jerry missed out earlier while I was editing her spindles. So we're back in Capture One, my raw editor of choice, and gonna show off some spindle pictures. Just gonna wait to make sure Jerry is here so she can see before I move to Capture One. Jerry's here! Alright, so let's begin. Alrighty. So I've already actually edited these photos in Capture One already, but I'll show you the before and afters. So when I'm in Capture One, I have to do just some minor tweaks to switch the defaulted color temperature to the 5600 Kelvin that I need for this particular lighting setup. So the difference is pretty subtle. The left side is a bit blue, and the right side is the correct color temperature. You'll also see these blue splotches on my photos, and if I look up close, you'll see red ones. The blue tells me that the black is pure black, and that this is burnt out, and I do what I can to reduce those as much as possible to ensure that I have detail in all the dark areas and all the light areas. So this is an AcreWorks mini spindle that I've been spinning on. It's currently getting some product shots for, and this is fiber from Fossil Fibers. It's the colorway Sunflower Fields, I believe, and the spindle is one that's not out yet but will be out soon. So I've got these two photos I'm going to take into Photoshop, and I've got this one of Jerry's. This is her standard spindle size with sea turtles. Super pretty spalted wood. So that's the after, and this is the before. It's very subtle. I also darkened the background just a little bit to make the colors pop. This is my latest Jerry Brock spindle. It's a gecko on plantation teak. You can really see the background color differentiation here. It's lighter and it's definitely bluer. So that's before. This is after. This wood is just absolutely gorgeous. So let's take a closer look here. So this is 100%. See all the beautiful detail on the wood. Those little toes, they're so cute. So Jerry is the original Turkish spindle maker to use scroll saw cutouts. They're just so adorable. The blue is going to be, so I've got my exposure warning set up. The blue is telling me that these areas are pure black. I usually try to minimize that as much as possible. In some cases, I kind of let it be because I don't want to lighten the image too much. So if I increase the exposure, for example, the black areas will go away, but the background becomes gray, and then you start getting overexposure on the light spots, which is this red. Here's the other side. The wood is so pretty. So I see, like, I got these little spots here and here, and I'll edit all of those little spots out in Photoshop. Another Jerry spindle is the snakes. This is a maple burl, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So this is 100%. Spinning looks a lot fuzzier when you get close. I finished yesterday this turtle, which is what Turkish spindle cops are called, turtles. I finished this one yesterday, and I'll be starting it on the snake. Let's see the 100%. This one's a little soft up front, but you've got the detail right here. The detail on this one's pretty amazing. I think I like this one the best. The spalting is so pretty. Really lovely. Here's the last one. So here's the before and the after. I darkened it a little bit, which means I have a couple little black spots, but I'm not too worried about that. It still has a lot of great detail. Thanks, Jerry. The next one I think will be your favorite. This one. So I definitely have a lot of editing to do as far as touching up these little spots here. Black backgrounds are magnets for dust. Can't be helped. So this was the before. And this is after. I feel like an eye doctor here. Okay. And these are all my Jerry spindles. Oh, I do notice I got a little bit of burnout here, so I'm actually going to tweak this a little bit. So this area here is overexposed. So if I reduce my highlight just a little bit, or a lot of it, I can reduce that. So we can see. Looks a lot better. Yeah, Jerry, this one's my favorite. I'm looking forward to getting the frog in there as well. So I'll reshoot this one once the frog gets here. And this is the last jerry spindle I have to work with. This will be the next one in the project. So before and after. So I'm going to go ahead and just select jerry spindles to take into Photoshop for now. And I click export. And you guys can't see the export screen, so I'm just gonna add that in. So it'd be capture one, export. There we go. Okay, so sorry about this. I have to resize it. Okay. Alright, so this is my export screen. So I export at the full-size JPEG at the highest quality, and it automatically loads them directly into Photoshop. So it's gonna take a hot second. Yep. So raw photos are you can easily adjust the color balance and your exposure. So you do these little minor tweaks in there, and then you take it into Photoshop, and then you do all your actual editing for the getting rid of little dust specks and other little stuff. So I will switch over to Photoshop, and we'll look at them up close. So when I the first thing I do when I edit is I'm going to go ahead and just do an auto contrast, and of course it doesn't show that, so let me, no. So I can't, the cursor is not going to show you what's here, but I'm going to go ahead and just do an auto contrast on all of these, and it brightens it up just a little bit. Alright, and then I go through and just do the little fine tweaks like removing dust spots, and for that, get real close, kind of look around, and see what we got. I think I could remove this little yellow bit here. I try to keep the photo as true as possible, and don't worry about stragglers too much, but some things I tweak just a little bit to make them look nicer. This photo didn't require a whole lot because you're not seeing the actual background up close. So that one is a-okay as it is. This one I might need to do a little bit more work. We'll see. Interesting. My toolbars are duplicated. Let me switch this one. It doesn't want to show that one. Interesting. Sorry about that. I have got this toolbar that doesn't want to display. Okay, so that's weird. Should have a little toolbar and it's not showing. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Alright. Back to work. So I've got this little tiny hair here, and we're just gonna boop, and it's gone. I was able to do a good job pre-photo shooting to get the background pretty clean, so I don't have a whole lot to do on this, surprisingly, which is nice. Okay. That one's pretty good. I'm happy with that one. We got a loose fuzzy here. Just bye-bye. There we go. Now, okay. There we go. That wood's so pretty. Yeah, the shimmer on the teak's really nice. I have to be really careful of the angle that I shoot some of the spindles because they do cast a little bit of glare. So I just have to keep that in mind. Oops. So when I healed that, it did a little thing. So we're just going to undo it and try again. There we go. Don't like that, so I'm going to use this patch tool. Circle it. And boop. I still see it. Maybe go this way. Patch tools may kind of give me a little bit of grief. There we go. So Jerry says that the shimmer is a combination of chatoyancy combined with the Caranuba buffing. So I've got a little hair here. We're just gonna try to remove it without disturbing the quality of the wood. There we go. Those toes are so tiny. Alright. That one's good to go. So if I toggle back and forth, we can see a little bit of the changes with the contrast and just a little bit of touch up. So right off the bat, I see this fiber has some vegetable matter in it, so we're just gonna heal it out. This has got a little bit more going on down here that I have to remove. So I try my best to clean the background beforehand, but some of it just can't be avoided. The heal tool isn't perfect. Sometimes it does things I don't want it to do. I just undo and try again. There we go. So Bunny Mayhem says, if only it were that easy in processing. Wave your hand over the top and the VM disappears. Yeah, if only it was, yeah. I try to make sure that the fiber is as true as possible to what I'm getting. Like, I don't want to deceive anybody that, you know, a fiber's completely VM friendly when it obviously isn't. But if it's just a little bit of something, you know, I'm okay with removing it. And I'll get rid of some of these outliers. And in a photo that's lighter, you won't even see these. But in a black photo, they're super visible and they're quite annoying. So I clean them up just a little bit. So just checking out the rest here. Everything else looks pretty good. So there's the before, and here is all done. Gosh, I love the detail in this green. It's super pretty. So this fiber is BFL from Huckleberry Knits. And I'm super sad that Huckleberry Knits is no longer dying. So, Oregon Flock Fiber will be here last show. Fiber looks so much more squirrely up close. Use the patch tool on this. Turtle butt, yeah. The turtles are definitely hiding. So I've got 19 3/4 gram on that particular turtle, and then I'll be going on to a different spindle. Okay, oops, so that one's done, and this is the last one of the turtle. These ones don't really require a whole lot. This is my favorite one. So I've got a turtle, a rattlesnake, a gecko, a spider, and a ladybug. This had a lot wider review, so there's going to be a lot more dust spots to hunt down and remove. Thank you, Bunny Mayhem, for the follow. So when I do these patches, I have to make sure that I get it along the same plane of the shot, or else the focus is different. The plane of focus. And I can also line up the lines and okay, that's better. And there we go. lots of dust. The last pass will be here. It's interesting looking at the different spindles and seeing how Jerry's spindle tips have changed a little bit over time. I'll show that in just a minute. So I noticed it in particular, so this was the sea turtle was the first one I got. And the last one I got is the gecko, and I like it's a lot softer. I like that one a lot. It looks really nice. Jerry says it's funny. I'm pointing at the screen saying, "Get that one!" Like you can hear me. Yeah. If I miss one and I don't get it, let me know. Okay, so there's the full photo. I really like that a lot. I did a photo where it was everything was just horizontal, and it was okay, but I like the dynamic of the angle on this. So the sea turtle is the first one in the series I'm doing for the spin, and the second one is going to be the snake. So this is a rattlesnake, and it is on maple burl, right, Jerry? Pretty sure it's maple burl. So this one shouldn't need a whole lot. Yep. Yeah, it's maple burl. It's so pretty. I like how the spalting is all wiggly like the snake. So Jerry had me listen to the Sneaky Snake song from 1974. I have to admit, it was pretty hilarious. Jerry, why is the maple burl grumpy? Was it not fun to turn? Or not turn, cut into? I don't like this little thing here. Alright, so once I'm done editing, I go ahead and I save them. And let me create capture so you can see this. Oh, that's right. So on the snake, It had a lot of balancing issues and a lot of tweaking just to make it right. It definitely was a grumpy piece of wood, but it turned out. Alright, so here's my save. So when I'm done editing, I go ahead and save the original file at full res so that I can access it for later. So I'm going to go through and save all of these. Okay, and then after I do that, I have a special action for my social media posts. I've got one for horizontal and one for vertical, and it saves, or it converts the file to 1600 on the longest side. So that one's done. This one's horizontal. Okay. Vertical. Horizontal. And vertical. Okay. So all these have been sized accordingly, and then I do what's called save for web. And these get put in a special social media folder for when I post on Facebook or Instagram or Discord. Alright, so all of the editing for those photos are done, and I'll go ahead and take a moment and share some of the other photos I still have to work on and capture one. So we did all of the spindle shots. I have the acrework spindle still to work on, and I have these super cute socks. This is a Charlotte blend from Long Draw James. And I am testing the Squirrel Cage by Acreworks. And what did I edit earlier? Earlier I went through and I was editing these. This is my Magpie with some Three Waters Farm fiber. It's so fun to see the fiber up close. Oops. Too close. Here's the spinning. So this is 100%. center. Oh yeah. The 100% on these are crazy. Check that out. So that's what your yarn looks like as a macro photo. See all the little fibers. Almost looks like plastic. It's pretty cool. Let's see any other crazy cool stuff. So I haven't edited these shots yet. I will at some point. But that yarn turned out pretty amazing. It does look like rope. It looks like plastic rope. Definitely. Oh, here it is in the bobbin. This is pretty cool. %. So I've had my camera for about a month, and I've taken over 1,000 pictures so far. It's been a blast. The quality is amazing. Definitely is a huge improvement over my last camera. Oh, it's pretty cool. I've edited this one and I've actually saved it, but I haven't posted this one yet. It's my new Spanish peacock spindle. But definitely have lots of goodies to pick through. I hope you've all enjoyed the photo editing. Gotta take some more pictures so I can have enough for the next time. If there's anything particular I'd like to see with the macro lens, like if there's like fiber you want me to take pictures of and show you up close, let me know. It'd be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what the different wools look like, silks and whatnot under the macro lens. Alrighty, well that's it for tonight. Hope you all enjoyed. Take care and have a good evening. Thanks, Jerry, for joining and for following. See you next time.